Hiya.
Nice to meet you, Steven.
Hi, Steven.
Hey, Steven. Aaron, how you doing, mate?
We've bumped into each other at
we meet before at the Deadpool one?
Deadpool, exactly,
Yeah.
in the Fall Guy.
There you go, man.
Come to me. Come to me.
What I would like to know, Emma and Aaron, is if you start watching the movie Nosferatu, it really sucks you in, and you kind of have the feeling that the spell of Count Orlok is continuously with you. What was it like on set? I mean, what kind of atmosphere did Robert create in order for you to be that amazing on screen?
I'd like to say it was kind of eerie and all that, but I think at times we was able to kind of break that because it felt like it would be really too heavy and intense. So I think we all came quite close and like would have a bit of a laugh outside of being on set.
It wasn't as intense as you'd think from the material that we were dealing with. It was actually like, there was a massive sense of camaraderie. And the main thing was just focus, because...
Yeah, I'd say that would be our...
Yeah. Everyone was just very focused, and obviously, you know, like Bill was into so many prosthetics that when he was on, everyone had to be like really know what they were doing, and the way Rob shoots is very particular, so everyone sort of was just concentrating a lot.
Yeah. Didn't want to mess up.
Talking about his, way of shooting, I know that he loves one-us with his cameraman Blaschke. What does that mean for you as actors in order to be able to perform? Does that put more pressure on you because, a blimp or, not remembering your lines sort of messes everything up? Or is it freeing because you can sort of get into character even more deeply?
I'd say a bit of both.
It's a bit of a mixture, yeah. I feel like you start off with a lot of pressure, and then because there is a feeling that, I mean, Robert did quite a lot of takes. At times there was almost 30 takes. So once you've broken the feeling of the pressure and you just go with it, then there becomes the freedom to, and yeah, you do mess up, everyone messes up. And that was kind of interesting as well, because when there's a scene with all of us in, it would be, you'd feel that feeling of like camaraderie and wanting to come together as a group, and then that felt like the pressure was on because you didn't want to be the one to mess up someone's really great take, But,
yeah, but it made it feel like we ended up rehearsing it a bit like you do theatre. We rehearsed in a room and you walk through all the action, and it's very choreographed. Exactly where you have to stand, exactly where you have to put the glass down in time for the camera to get to you. And I think you're right, it made this huge sense of camaraderie between all of us, and it made it feel like a really active ensemble. You were all there serving like these particular moments in the scene for each other.
What I love about your on-screen relationship is that the Hardings are completely opposite of the Huttas.
I know, we're really nice.
Yeah, no, but...
It's a great time at our house, by the way.
Yeah, great time. No, but the great thing is that you can
invite awful guests, like...
Exactly, awful guests at the Hardings house. No, but what I love is all the small details, just the touch in between your characters. How important was it for you to actually get those things straight so it makes it even more believable that you are the perfect couple?
Yeah, that's something that Rob was really vocal about, wanting our characters to have this like real sense of like connection. It wasn't, even though for the time I think marriages could be quite, I don't know, how do you put it, like they're like lacking in passion. It could be very like contractual and traditional. I think he wanted not only for the Hardings to represent the sort of idyllic sort of nuclear family, but also for these people to have a real relationship and really care about each other.
Stable family, but passionately like in love, and have that energy. And then they're expecting another child. They've got 2 already. They're very sort of, it allows the other characters to aspire to be this wonderful family, So
as you said, like moments of like physicality and touch, which I was surprised by, because I feel like doing period pieces, it's normally the opposite, So I feel like it was always about restraint in affection and physical touch, and I feel it was quite a nice thing to be able to explore that in this sense.
Aaron, you are great friends with Nicholas. What was it like for you to be able to share the screen with him and play friends on screen?
Yeah, it felt like a really nice sort of moment to sort of, you know, take our friendship on and bring it onto screen for sure. Because yeah,
How long have you known him?
Nick and I have sort of grown up on the circuit for, you know, like, I guess we probably met when I was about 15, 16.
Whoa.
And I have a lot of, you know, friends in common, so we used to hang out quite a lot around London, but never worked together. So it was kind of nice to have this moment and do it like this. It was great. Fantastic in the movie, so.
Yeah, you all are great. I mean, you all are really, really amazing. I read this really nice thing about you wandering around the set and, you know, looking into drawers and looking at certain things that the set designer set up in order for you. What was that like? I mean, because he pays so much attention to detail.
Yeah. Well, there was this one scene, I remember doing it particularly in the Hardings living room, because the set dressing was just incredible. And we were only really using, in the scenes we'd blocked, we were only really using the front parts of the room. So I was wandering around the back thinking, God, this is like the detail that people have put into every single object and item and letterhead. And I opened a drawer at the back of the room and there were all these letters written from our characters to each other.
Yeah, handwritten.
Handwritten, all envelopes addressed and each letter different. And you'd think that that was going to be like the main, you know, part of the scene, that someone would read it, and there wasn't even going to be seen, but it was, and that I think kind of represents the way Rob works. It's the knowledge that it's there. It doesn't have to be explicitly shown, but it's the stuff you know about your character, the stuff you know is in the drawer that is going to inform every scene.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it sort of almost bleeds into the atmosphere. You can sort of feel it in their home. It feels like their home it doesn't feel like a set. It feels very much like it's
really alive.
Yeah, it's very rich with all these things, yeah. It would be quite a nice thing to do, by the way, like when in between takes, sort of go wander off around these incredible sets. Yeah,
because you could always find
you just start exploring, you know, in between setups. So.
It's like a vampire museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.